Hi everyone, this is Ann Clemmer from StamperDog.com, and we are here to celebrate World Card Making Day 2013 with this great dress card. Now we're going to start by rolling our roller wheel in soft suede across some baked brown sugar cardstock, and it doesn't have to be quite even because it's really going to be kind of hidden for most of it, and that's okay because we're going to take this soft suede cardstock and emboss it with a dry embossing folder for the big shot, and then cut out a centerpiece with the Chalk Talk framelits, and then oh boy, look at, you've got a tag hole right there, and it's not just a little square spot. I mean, I think it looks great. And so you can decide what side you want to put on. It doesn't matter because you are the artist. Now, you got to have those Stampin' Dimensionals, and if you want the easiest way to get the Stampin' Dimensional cover off, just push it with your fingernail. You don't have to have much of a fingernail, and that'll pop the cover off a whole lot easier. So now you're going to put this bit on there, and there's your frame. And here we are with our two dresses, one in Very Vanilla and the other in Bermuda Bay. Now, we're just going to cut that down so we don't have to line up so much. And it, boy, you know, I almost made it into a nightclub dress, but you know, or a summer dress, but that's not what we're going for here. Now, here I'm going to show you what really works best. We're going to cut this off a little bit, and it's best done with a cutter, and I lined up the edges of the sleeves with the 1-inch part, and then this is the envelope punch board, and then just line up the center of that decollete there, and then look at that nice little edge that puts on the bottom of your dress jacket. I mean, it's just something just a little bit different. And then when you put it together, you can shift the jacket down a little bit so that you have just a little bit of the dress showing, so you know, just a little teaser. So for this, because you're putting two pieces of textured cardstock together, it's always great to use the liquid glue. But when you use the liquid glue, don't go out too far on those sleeves, because remember, we cut them off. So here we go. We're going to put it together, and then, like I said, shift it down just a little bit so everything still lines up, but you've got just a little bit showing in the neckline. And at the end of this video, there is a link that will take you to the exact post at Stamper Dog's blog that will tell you exactly what you need and the cardstock sizes so that you can make this card. So we're going to get out those Stampin' Dimensionals. Let me tell you, we make the best Stampin' Dimensionals, and you get 300 of them, and all those bits around the side are great for the top. It almost looks like an overgrown baseball shirt, doesn't it? Now we're getting out Early Espresso and stamping the greeting on here. And you know, I found that by turning this punch on its side rather than the way it was originally intended, or at least I think it was originally intended, I think I like it better. So lay that on there, and then, you know, it needs a little bit to tie that Bermuda Bay in there. So here are the candy dots that you want. Now remember, one of those are Tempting Turquoise, so that's not the one you want. You want the Bermuda Bay because it's made to go with the cardstock. So one on there, and it's still not quite done. I think it needs some of our pearls, and you gotta love those strips because they're already lined up. All you have to do is cut 4 of them off, bring them off the backing, and then lay them onto your dress, and there you go. I think that's a great dress to go and celebrate World Card Making Day. You know, if you like this, make sure you subscribe, pin it, share it with your friends on Facebook, and come on over to StamperDog.com, where we try to put a little ink, paper, and fun into your day.